about changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself in this coupe. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
Goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and LandLord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat Dak. And we ain't scared of running. It's only one team over here, it's Cowboys. Believe it. Yeah, this you got is a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and LandLord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L. All day. Every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We got to go to free agency. Then we got to go to draft. Then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny DeMoore, reporting live from the liquor store. And you see, it's the three amigos of this Dallas Cowboys content sliding in together to make this happen for y'all, man, on this good old Friday, man. So, hey, you see, the most nefarious, diabolical, he all right sometimes. He a decent person sometimes. He a good dude.
Wow.
You see West Coast at the bottom being a good father, man. So, these are righteous human beings I'm with today, man. So, I'm with my brother LandLord from Alabama and my big cousin West Coast Cowboy, man. How y'all doing today, man?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. I feel the football coming real soon, you know what I'm saying? And we ready for it, man. Let's get it.
Shoot, I'm feeling good too, man. We up here. We are having a national, and not a statewide heat wave. It is 111 right now. You know what I'm saying? My son said he kept getting notifications in his classroom, so all sports and everything got shut down this week. So I thought I was gonna be calling the football game, but everything got shut down. So only thing on my TV gonna be Cowboys football. And let's get it, man. Like, it's crazy that it's only 2 days away.
I know, man. I know.
We here.
Listen, this is our subject, man.
Hey, my son just said, Cowboys are playing? I said, yes, they're playing on Sunday.
Yes, absolutely.
But, hey, this is our subject, man. But what did y'all think about the game last night? The season opener, Ravens, Kansas City. And, I paid special attention to that because we do play the Ravens in 2 weeks. I don't want nobody to forget that. We played the Ravens in 2 weeks. So what were y'all thoughts from watching that game, man?
My initial thoughts is I ain't too concerned about Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry wasn't looking too great from what I remember. And it was still the Lamar Jackson show. He didn't do too great for, a lot of the part of the game, but it's just like you could tell with the Ravens and the Chiefs, they do what they supposed to when they supposed to. That's what makes them good teams and teams that's gonna perform when it's playoff time. I feel like that might be something that we be missing in certain situations, man. We do it a lot of the times, but when it comes to the times where we gotta have it, sometimes we come up short with that, man. So I feel like we gotta grow from that type of aspect right there. But it was a good, close, competitive game, a toe away from being a tied football game. But I ain't gonna lie, when I seen the way Lamar was playing, he was missing a lot of throws and he was missing a lot of stuff. So I mean, MVP of the league, I can't say all of that though.
Wes?
Well, I'm gonna ask you. 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, I called you, and what did I say to you?
Oh yeah, this man said we can beat the Ravens. He said we're gonna beat the Ravens as they playing like this.
So yeah, that's my thoughts. The game wasn't even over. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I think that the NFL. I put it to you. I have two things I want to talk about when it comes to that game. First off, obviously it was week one. It was week one, so salute to them. The Chiefs for pulling it out. The Chiefs, man, I'm gonna tell you, the Chiefs do what they got to do to pull it out at the end. It always seems to happen, but this time wasn't really about the Chiefs. Like I said, it was more about the tight end, the young tight end, getting out there and not even necessarily understanding where his feet is because, bruh, the young tight end, you can't get mad at him because he knew where his feet was. He just was an inch off. You know what I mean? Like, even when you come up that short, that's a hell of an effort, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's a hell of an effort. You know what I'm saying? So I still, even though he didn't make the catch, I'll still, in the team standpoint, they'll still give him credit for that catch because that's a hell of an effort. You know what I mean? But hey,
Yeah.
salute. A horrible moment for the Deion Sanders GT cleat though. Wish you would have had on white, right?
hey, I also say this: Lively had over 100 yards and the touchdown that actually made it a game. So all in all, he had a great game. You know what I'm saying? But that he did come up like a toenail short. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the times you wish you wore a size 12 instead of a size 13.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you this right here. I'm gonna keep it real with you, and I know people are not gonna understand what I'm saying when I say this, but the best player on the Baltimore Ravens is the middle linebacker, bro. Freaking
Roquan.
Roquan Smith is a better linebacker than Lamar Jackson is a quarterback.
See, I look at Lamar Jackson as a great athlete, not a great quarterback.
Thank you, but he is not a great quarterback. No,
But
he is
not
not.
a great quarterback. Like he do a lot of
Bro, he was
phenomenal
missing.
things, but when
He was
it
missing
comes to
stuff.
reading the field, normal throws, he was missing short, accurate lateral throws. He was missing those.
Back.
Like he missed a wide open touchdown, but like in
Let me
Cowboy
show you.
land, don't nobody do that but Dak. So I mean, I digress.
Yeah, and I'm
Let
gonna
them
tell you this
tell it.
right here. The only time he was really accurate is when he was throwing the ball to the tight ends.
Yep. I agree with that. There was a point in the game where Lamar Jackson's average yard per attempt was like .8 yards. Most of his stuff was behind the line of scrimmage or right at the line of scrimmage for a majority of the game. You could say that's due to them having a new offense because they got rid of Greg Roman. You could say they didn't trust their offensive linemen because they played two backup guards, which is going to be a segue in a little bit because we will play some backups as well. So you can say all that stuff, but at the end of the day, Lamar Jackson was up and down as a passer all last night. He did run for over 100 yards, so he did help my fantasy team because I do got him. He put up good fantasy numbers, but playing the quarterback position, throwing the ball on time, accurately, coming up with precision, it's hit or miss with Lamar. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Lamar make some great plays with his arm, and I've seen Lamar miss some damn routine throws. So he still has to develop in that part.
He
And
uses his skill set and he be real effective with it. Like
And I'm gonna
one
tell you
thing
something.
I noticed was like when it's an important down and distance, like it's third down and 7, and you up here like, okay, he gonna have to throw it now. And then he don't throw it. He still find a way to run. Like he uses his legs and his like skill set in some very, very like critical times, and it make it better for him and his whole offense.
Indeed.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this too. This is a wild statement, but I'm gonna say it, man. Okay, just that one right there. Um, if the Ravens was in the NFC, Lamar Jackson would be viewed differently, bro. Because a lot of the stuff that he was doing, you wouldn't be able to do that in the NFC when they really play defense. Like you wouldn't be able to do that, bro. Like I mean, I'm not shading on Lamar Jackson, but I feel like that he gets a lot of credit for athleticism more for quarterbacking. That's why I believe that they should just come out with a call your mom and ask her if she wants something. They should just come out with an award for the best quarterback. Because if you come out with an award for the best quarterback, Lamar Jackson's not winning that. He's not winning. I'm waiting on one more.
Yeah,
Lamar Jackson's not winning that.
Yeah, you just got an award for the best passer. It wouldn't be Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. He wouldn't be even in the conversation.
But that's neither here nor there, though, man. You know, like y'all said, it is only one game. They could change their tendencies. We know they're not going to be the same team by the end of the season. They may not even be the same team by the time we play them. Like, I think Derrick Henry only ended up with 13 carries. That's not very Derrick Henry-like. And, you know, you paid him all that money. I don't see Derrick Henry having too many games where you only get 13 carries. At least you shouldn't have too many games with Derrick Henry only get 13 carries. It defeats the purpose of having Derrick Henry on your team.
He kind of looking a little, you know, dare I say?
Man, I know.
I ain't gonna say it yet.
He looked good on that first drive, though.
Derrick Henry looked
like he run because we got to play him first.
Let them know on the Sunday. Derrick Henry looked like an old car, bro. Like it takes him time to get going, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like he looked like, I ain't gonna say he lost a step, but I just feel like Zeke got a little bit. I think we made the right choice. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, and it makes Jerry look a little smart on that Stephen A. on it.
Yeah, like I think we made the right choice because I haven't even seen Zeke run, but I just feel like Zeke is gonna look like better than that.
I was gonna say we'll revisit at the end of the season. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll revisit at the end of the season because I also made a post about that because the Jerry Jones interview put a whole lot of unneeded attention on the Ezekiel Elliott acquisition. Like, I felt so good about Zeke. I passed on Derrick Henry. Anybody on the outside looking in on that is looking at Jerry Jones upside his head. So no matter what happens during the course of the season, if Derrick Henry start balling and he puts up his normal numbers at the end of the season and Zeke don't match up, people are gonna look at Jerry Jones sideways and they're gonna look at Zeke sideways, and it's not really fair when you think about it. Derrick Henry has a better chance of being a workhorse back by the end of the season than Zeke does. You know what I'm saying? To get the numbers of production to try to dodge some of that scrutiny. I just don't think Jerry Jones should say all the damn things that he says all the time. Because you put targets on your players when you speak in that manner, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Zeke ain't did shit but show up to work and be a good professional. Now you got folks, a fan base that already, some of the folks don't like Zeke as it is. Now, you know, they were up here having wet dreams about Derrick Henry. Now you tell them, that section of the fan base, that the reason that Derrick Henry ain't here is because of Ezekiel Elliott. That ain't fair to Zeke.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Guess what? I love it, though. You want to know why? Because if you're trying to figure out a way, Jerry Jones, see, me and Jerry Jones, we both come from the same school of business.
You got assassinated, cuz? Or was it me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I said, people may not like it, but I love it. You want to know why? Because this is not a football. That when he said that was not a football move. That was a business motivation move. Basically, what that is, that's me trying to find out how I can get the most out of a player without paying him more. What's the next way that you can motivate a player to play better or to get more out of him without paying him? And what is that? To do exactly what you did, to go out there and put him in an expectation. Because guess what? Unfortunately, man, this is grown man world. So, I mean, when you paid him, you already put the expectation on him. So, you know, the expectation is you're going to do. is Jerry Jones trying to put a battery in the back of Ezekiel Elliott and try to give that push, and it gives a little bit more push for Zeke in that game. And to be honest with you, this is the type of stuff Jerry Jones always do. Like you should always come out and say, I like my guy. I like my guy better than the other guy. You know what I'm saying? I know I just like my guy better than the other guy. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I mean, it's funny though, because think about this. When Jerry hasn't paid you, he's against you. But then once you get paid, man, it's all team you. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally just flips the switch.
Did y'all see how Dak kind of switched up? You could kind of tell that a contract is on the way. Because Dak was like, man, it tell you a lot how people, how people feel if the contract ain't did. Then they asked him again, like yesterday, he was like, well, people's feelings change all the time. Like, it sounds like the contract coming, man. I ain't gonna lie. Dak looked like he was a little more like in a way better mood. He usually be like lately he's been a little, had a little attitude with him. So now it look like he's like, what I'm saying, at peace almost.
I can see where you're coming from with that. I hope so. Like I said, I do not want my quarterback going into the season with the thought process of, damn, I might not be in Dallas next year. Like, baby, we might need to be looking for houses somewhere else. We might need to find a different babysitter than the one we got. Like, nobody trying to think about that when you're just now starting a new family. You already got your girl you want to be with. You had a kid, all that other stuff. You ain't trying to think about probably moving away, uprooting your family and stuff like that. So I think that extra security will help Dak Prescott in the season if it does get done before the season kicks off.
Hey, and also you got
to help everybody.
Think like this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You can hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yeah, everybody can hear.
I was saying also, that these contract is like phases. You go through the first phase where you're just fighting to get a contract. Then you go through the second phase when you're fighting for the numbers. Then you go through the third phase when you're fighting for like the little stuff, right? Mm-hmm. I think Dak is more comfortable now because now he's like in that third phase. Like he knows he's getting a contract. He pretty much knows how much it is. It's just little nuanced things that they're dealing with right now. And those nuanced things aren't big enough to cause a ripple to affect the way he feels, but it is big enough to make him not sign right now. You know what I mean? So I think that's what's make Dak comfortable. Like, and I also feel like Jerry Jones is like that type of guy that are like I feel like Jerry Jones is that dude that'll be like, he'll have you like in the office with your agent talking blah, 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 blah. And then you'll go to the bathroom and then Jerry will be sitting in the bathroom and he'll be going to the bathroom and he'll wash his hands and be like, hey, we're going to get you done, right? We're going to get you taken care of, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the type of person that he is. You know what I'm saying? So I think he said something definitely. Yeah, I think he's definitely did something to make him feel good.
I could believe it, man. But let's go ahead and dive into this Brown talk, man, because I'm ready. And the news we were talking about, remember we started this off talking about the Ravens having some problems up front, and that might be why Lamar Jackson dumped the ball off. Well, guess what? The good old Browns are also having some issues up front with their offensive line. So as you can see right here, Jedrick Willis, the starting left tackle for the Browns, has already been ruled out. So the starting left tackle, the guy that protects the blind side of the quarterback on Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is a right-handed quarterback, so his left tackle protects his blind side. He's out. There will be somebody else playing in his place. That right tackle over there, Jack Conklin, who is a damn good right tackle. He's one of the best right tackles in the National Football League. He is questionable, right? So because he's questionable, makes me believe that even if he does get on the football field, that he will not be 100%. So there's a scenario where there's going to be a backup left tackle and an injured right tackle, or another scenario where there's going to be two backup tackles out there trying to block Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, and everybody else on the Dallas Cowboys front. So knowing this, how do you think this swings in Dallas Cowboys' favor? Like, how do you think this affects the game planning and what the Browns try to do and what we try to do?
I feel like it's gonna put a lot of stress on Deshaun Watson, and he trying to figure himself out as it is. So, hey, we'll see what happens. Micah should have a big day. Nealon should have a big day. Ghosting the whole D line, Osa, they should be going in because we know Mike Zimmer gonna blend in some exotic blitzes and stuff like that. We already know he's not gonna get complacent, kind of like DQ was with the pass rush. So I mean, we know Zimmer is gonna deploy some good blitzes, some good looks, especially the double A gap and all that
Bring
stuff.
that
So
water.
I mean, I feel like we'll be able to cook them. I really do.
I agree with you. Wes, what's your thoughts?
Um, it's game one, so you ain't really got too much. Everything is pretty much brand new anyway. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just, I'm looking regardless of who's out there playing. Micah Parsons, it's time for him to start having great games, and not just great moments. Like he's had great games because you look at the totality of what he's done. But I'm looking for Micah Parsons to start having like takeover games. You know what I'm saying? Like how we expect, how we're up here talking about. We got to make sure we don't let Myles Garrett take over the game. Like we got to start having like that has to be the moments for Micah Parsons, man. So like, it's not even just with sacks. It's not even just with sacks. You know what I'm saying? It's with everything else because they're not just going to throw the ball, every play on this game. There's going to be times where he's going to be in there. So, so that's my biggest thing, as long as I just want to, when we lead this game, I want it to be clear that Micah Parsons was the best defensive player in this game. You know what I'm saying? Like that has to be like, how we play games and like literally like there wasn't probably a game last year where Dak was not the better quarterback. Doesn't mean he won the game. Does not mean he won the game. But there was not too many games last year where there was a quarterback that outplayed Dak. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what that has to happen this year, man. Come on, you up here shaking my soda and I gotta open it, bro. How you gonna shake my soda while I'm
Yeah, I got it. So yeah, man. I understand what you're saying about Michael Parsons needing to take over games, but this is the thing because, like you said, it is a new season. I also want to see our new defensive coordinator. I'm not gonna call it a layup, but I do want him to take advantage of some of the situations that are set out before him. You know what I mean? And
the
I'm not
obvious
saying
stuff.
obvious stuff. I'm not saying I don't have faith in Zim because I think he's doing a good job. I like what I've seen in preseason up to this point, but I need to know in real game scenarios, your scheme can put extra pressure and extra, and extra thought into trying to take advantage of a backup tackle, of a backup guard, of somebody that is obviously a lesser player than the guy that you got lined up across from them. I need to see that with my own two eyes. I'm not saying that he can't do it. He's been in the league a long time. He's well respected. He got a resume, but I want to see him do it with us, and then I'll feel more comfortable about our defense going on to the season. You know what I'm talking about?
That's fair. But I say this though. Them old school coaches, man, that's pretty much like foundational football. They know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike McCarthy, you seen when he started focusing on players and giving them their own game plan, like they started eating. I'm sure Zimmer got a way to expose any position that's lacking on the team. He's been around long enough. You know what I'm saying? And I promise you, if they lacking that tackle, Zim gonna have a lot of scripted plays, scripted blitzes, and stunts to expose that. I'm almost certain.
Yeah, but also mind you, like it's week one, so there's probably a good chance that Cleveland Browns have known for a good amount of time that who was going to play week one. You know what I'm saying? So I would also expect for the Cleveland Browns to adjust. You know what I'm saying? So the Cowboys, I mean, there aren't too many teams that's going to let their starting tackle just consistently get their ass whooped play after play after play. Well, the Dallas Cowboys did it. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, they let Chaz Green get up 7 sacks and didn't do that. I'm going to tell you, most offensive line coaches are not going to do that. Almost 99% of them will not do that. They're going to adjust. So I expect them to adjust. You know what I'm saying? I expect them to adjust. And that's why because I'm going to be honest with you, like the type of like we can't just talk about this defense has to do schemes and man, F that. Micah Parsons has to do some goddamn shit, some stuff, bruh. because there's 11 people on this team, but on this defense, but there's only one guy that's like Micah Parsons. So when we talk about this defense, we heavily have to speak about him just not being a regular guy and just having moments. Like in a game where we have tackles out and like, bro, he needs to be everywhere. He needs to be everywhere. Like, and this is what I'm saying. Like, we think about this. We don't expect for our entire offense to beat you. Who do we expect to beat you on offense? Dak Prescott and CD Lamb.
Sprinkler Jake
Ferguson. So why are we expecting the whole defense to beat him? I'm not expecting my whole defense. I'm expecting guys like Micah Parsons to take over, bro. This is a takeover game. This is a takeover game. You have a bleeding offensive line. You have a quarterback who takes sacks. Forget getting them. This motherfucker takes them. Like that is a part of his scouting report that he holds the ball too long. So this is week 1, America's game, bruh. Like Micah, you've been saying you want to get paid. This is a get paid game. This is a get paid game. You go out there, you dominate. Bruh, this is a get paid game. This is that campaign to start your defensive player of the year campaign.
Dude, Micah
and Micah
I ain't saying that he don't. But can somebody name me a signature Micah Parsons game where we say like Micah wrecked that game?
None. That's why I'm saying because I'm gonna tell you this.
Let me know because I'm gonna go look at it. If you can name me a game that he did that, I'm gonna go look at it and do the research because I can't think of that.
So guess what? And LandLord, and you know the sad thing about it is if I'm Micah Parsons, right, and you're Jerry Jones, and I'm asking you for $32 million, and you say that to me right there, what am I gonna say back to you?
No, I'm not giving you no money. Not that much money.
Because think about this. If you say that about CD Lamb, I can tell you a gang of games. Tell me a game that CD Lamb just took over. How about the playoff game that we didn't win?
Now I'm about to say I know Michael Parsons had that pressure at the end of the game. So y'all sure y'all ain't just embellishing in that moment? Or did he run the whole game? I ain't saying he didn't, but I'm just saying before I go look at it.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm not sure. Like I said, we'll do our research and figure it out, dog. But I do listen. I'm not saying that Michael Parsons shouldn't have a breakout game. I'm not saying that Michael Parsons shouldn't take over a game where they got all these backup tackles playing. You know, I'm just saying this is a team that's going to try to run the ball early and often because, listen, Deshaun Watson's been bad for 2 years, and they still win games.
And he ain't got no O-line.
And it's not because of Deshaun Watson. So that's why I spoke on him first because, like, listen, you know what they want to do. They're going to try to run the ball early. So you got to stop the run early, put them in those passing downs, and then put Michael Parsons in position so he can go out there and wreck the game. So, you know, I understand what Wes is saying. You know what I'm saying? Because
if Micah's supposed to be that dude, bro.
Yeah, listen,
you got to give me one of these playoff games. You need to direct that. You need to direct that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just saying. If you that guy, bro. If you that guy, I don't care about no double team. They had a stat the other day. Myles Garrett was one of the most double team players, and he still won Defensive Player of the Year. Like, I don't want to hear that double team stuff. Like, you got to be able to break the game. You got to be able to wreck shop. And you come about it like you really like that and you really about that life. I'm not saying you not. I just want you to do it. I want to see it, manifest on the field. Excuse me. That's all I want to see. I just wanted to manifest on the field, man. And especially it'll be even greater if it's a game like this. Game 1, Michael Parsons just go out here and wreck shop on Deshaun Watson.
He said, "Can we blame DQ?"
That's a good blame. Because DQ did get a little lazy with the way he deployed Micah. Micah was just lining up at defensive end most of the time.
I could say this: when Jordan Love completed that deep ass pass in the first quarter, Michael Parsons was in coverage. So how he supposed to wreck the game? And he up here trying to cover wide receivers. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the type of shit I'm talking about. That's why I say the onus is still on the defensive coordinator. Because if I'm not saying he's gonna do no stupid shit like that, but if Zim is out here calling for this man for Michael Parsons to be manned up or Michael Parsons to be a drop coverage guy on these passing situations, that is on him. Like if Michael Parsons is asked to rush the passer and he's not winning or he's not compacting the game, that's on Micah. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to compartmentalize what we're talking about here. Because there's some shit I need Zimmer to do to put Micah Parsons in position to do that. But if Micah is in position and he's not dominating, that's on Micah. I don't want to compartmentalize that before we continue. He said we got too cute too much. I agree because listen, even with
go ahead.
Even with the injury to what's the boy name, Gilly? I don't know why the hell we played that much zone. I don't know why the hell we played that much zone, even with Gilly injured. If that's the case, you should have just set him down. You know what I mean? Like you ain't played zone all year. Now you up here trying to run majority zone.
Then they receivers shouldn't have even been that big of a threat to you. You know what I'm saying? You should have been able to contain them at least man to man. A lot of that stuff was blown coverages. It wasn't just this guy beating this guy. Most of it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm ready for Sunday, man.
Been ready, bro.
Got some people, some people coming over and stuff. I'm ready, bro. I'm doing my watch parties a little bit different this year.
I seen Ashley tell my respect. I mean, okay, I respect Micah, bro. I look at Micah like he one of them players. I just want to see it more often. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. What about, did you feel the same way at the 49ers game? Or the Green Bay game?
No.
What was Micah? The biggest game of the year. That's not concerning you? I'm froze.
You back now. You're back.
I'm just asking the question. The biggest game of the year, is that not fair to say where is Micah Parsons?
It's fair to ask any of your players. If you're a star player, you're a captain on this team, and you're looked at as one of the best players in your position, you need to ask them to show up in those moments. Because remember, nobody asks these questions when Dak Prescott doesn't play well. Nobody asks these questions when, like for the quarterback. But when the defense is getting towed up, nobody asks where Trayvon Diggs is. Right? When people getting snagged on, nobody asks where Deron Bland is. Nobody asks where Hooker is. Nobody asks where Wilson is. Wilson got a contract. Like, y'all don't ask for that. When the running game was subpar, you didn't ask where Tony Pollard was, did you? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, everybody you love and you like and you think is a great player, they need to show up too. You know what I'm saying? So this is nothing out of the ordinary, because there's been too many big games for the Dallas Cowboys in recent years where most of our stars do not show up, and that's including 4, that's including 11, that's including 7. Like hell, really, DeMarcus Lawrence been one of your most consistent players, and he's a run-stopping defensive end. His impact on the game is a lot of time what it is, but he's doing his job for the most part. So like, who are these players that are showing up? Like, I don't think anybody on this team has done enough to be over scrutiny at this point.
Facts. It ain't nobody that's above criticism over here.
Be real, the only person I'm gonna tell you, the only person that really that is above criticism, that was pretty much flawless, and look how the Cowboys treated him, was CeeDee Lamb, bro. Like, CeeDee Lamb freaking balled every freaking game that he played in last year, bro. And in the most important game of the season, he showed up. Like, we lost the game, but he showed up. And guess what the Cowboys did? He just got paid last week, y'all.
I actually didn't say he never did. I said I can't. And I asked y'all to tell me when he did. So if you did,
hey, listen to me.
I can go back and look at it myself.
And LandLord, guess what? It's okay to look at Micah Parsons and be like, I expect more from you. I just feel that Micah can do more. See, some of you guys feel that this is the most that Micah Parsons can do. I don't believe that this is the most that he can do. I believe, and I'm going to tell you, Micah Parsons believes he can do more. So yes, I do believe that there is more that we can get from Micah Parsons. And listen, I started this conversation. Listen, we can change the subject and talk about DeMarcus Ware. Tell me a game that you remember where DeMarcus Ware took over a game. The Cowboys have not had a game taking over defensive player probably since Deion Sanders.
Wes, you went too
Now,
far back for me to remember all of the Marcus Ware's games, man. I can't say that because I don't remember.
well, I'm
That's what
41.
you
I'm
meant.
41, so
I'm 40. I'm a man.
now I'm
I
about to be
got a
42.
beard.
I'm old enough. I'm old enough to remember. I'm old enough to remember D Ware. The reason being is because when D Ware was going to the Denver Broncos, there was such a divide in the nation where fans were like, "Oh my!" Because D Ware got paid a lot of money to go to the Denver Broncos, and he was only playing like 40% of the snaps for the Dallas Cowboys. And a lot of Cowboy fans did not understand why Jerry Jones was basically like, "I can't pay you. Like I can't pay you for what you're doing for only paying 40% of the snaps." You know what I'm saying? So that's what D Ware was probably one of the first situations where football got real for me. Because I wasn't old enough for Emmitt Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't understand what was going on with Emmitt Smith. But when D Ware going through that, I was like, damn, there's no way that D Ware is not gonna be a Dallas Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always speak on the D Ware, because that was like everybody has those moments where it's like, damn, football isn't a sport. It really is a business. That was my moment. That was my moment. When D Ware, when Jerry Jones, I can't pay him.
Shit.
Because the Cowboys did not try. They didn't even try to pay D Ware.
He said D Ware took over the Michael Vick game in Atlanta. Them Boys 77 hit me with a 5-piece. He said, been off the radar for a bit. Move back to Texas. You moved back in the right time, man. Because guess what? It's football season. Dallas Cowboys fans are out in force. We taking over for the 95. So hey,
Why do I
What a
know you were going to say that?
995. What a 999.
man, salute to my boy Them Boys 77 though, man. You a real one.
Salute.
Hey, that's the only thing you can say when you talk about you taking over though, man. Like it's too
What a
ingrained.
99 in the year 2000.
Yeah, it's too ingrained in Negro culture at this point, man. Like it's not
Hey,
a
shout
Negro
out, hey,
spiritual
shout out to
just
the,
yet, but it's up there.
hey, shout out to the 15, the 15 minority quarterbacks. I'm not gonna say minority because all of them ain't black. You know what I'm saying? But hey, shout out to the 15 quarterbacks of color that are starting this year, man. Like the NFL is definitely, and I'm gonna tell you something that's even more dope about 50 starting quarterbacks. It's probably only 7 of them are actually running quarterbacks.
Oh, I would say you throw minority in, you got to throw two, so it's 16.
Huh?
I say if you count all minorities, it's 16 because two.
I know that's why I was trying to say of all colors, because Tua, you know what I'm saying, so you can get Tua in there.
Yeah, so 16.
See, bro. Like that's beautiful, man. And I'm gonna tell you this: look at the quarterback position, bro. There is not no set body style. There is not no set arm style. There's not no set quarterback style, bro. Listen to me. There's not a starting quarterback that looks like Bryce Young, but there's not a starting quarterback that looks like Aaron Rodgers. Like they all look different, bro. They all look different.
Yeah,
But I like my guy.
a litany
From
of different playing styles. A litany of different playing styles. I say that.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something that I saw about Patrick Mahomes too. I say it like this: Patrick Mahomes is the perfect storm of a good quarterback, because he is good, playing for the same head coach and system, and nothing really changing. Patrick Mahomes is the most comfortable player in football on a football field. He is the most comfortable player in football on a football field.
That's fair.
And I'm going to tell you, that's what you get when you keep the same parts, bruh. Like, bro, he be all them little tosses and throw. Bro, he is just comfortable, bruh. He look like, listen, Patrick Mahomes looks like he's been in this offense for 6 years, forever.
8.
And then Isaiah Worley, bro, listen, like that touchdown, bro, like, you don't even have to read the defense if everybody knows where they're supposed to be.
Yeah. Also, shout out to them boys for another 5-piece, man. So make sure y'all get a 5-piece. That's a real one right there, man. It's an
Appreciate you, man.
right
Salute.
there. Yeah. And listen, I won't know. Because listen, we couldn't have got Xavier Worthy and Tyler Guyton. So hopefully Tyler Guyton ends up being the left tackle that we seen. You know, we got because I do trust their evaluation of offensive linemen in the first round. But damn it, I wanted one of those receivers. But shit, we can go back to the well next year, man.
Hey, but Henny, I will say this too. Baltimore, hey, I know, everybody's proud of him, but the Orr kid, the defensive coordinator for the Ravens have a historic defense, but he is not a historic coach. He is very much in his first year of coaching a defense. And it was very obvious last night because there was blown coverages. Point out, it was just blown coverages. Cornerbacks, like on the Isaiah Worley touchdown, the cornerback thought they were in cover two.
Yep, he thought he had safety help. He
Literally checked him and released him.
Yeah, he rerouted him, and then Dr. Safety will be over top. He did.
So that's what I'm saying. Like and then think about this: when Raekwon got that interception, Kansas City was driving on that ass, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City was driving. What I saw from this Denver, when I saw from this Baltimore Ravens defense, they have great players, but my defense is better than theirs, bro. My defense is better than theirs. Better than theirs. The only thing Ravens defense got better than us, and I don't even know, because we got Eric Kendricks now. I believe Raekwon Smith is the best linebacker in football. It's one of the best outside of him and Fred Warner. Just a matter of who they playing.
Yeah.
Them is the two best linebackers in football.
There my boy go. He said
And
5
think
piece
about
that
this,
y'all
Raekwon.
get.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you, a good linebacker puts his stamp on a game just like a good quarterback does. Because, bro, you felt Raekwon Smith. Like, you felt Raekwon, bro. Man, I wish we would have got him, bro. Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God.
You know damn well Jerry Jones wasn't finna pay that man.
$18 million, though, for the second best linebacker in football. And when you think about it, you're getting the second best linebacker in football, probably a top 20 player in football for $18 million. That's not even top wide receiver money.
They don't care. Because look how they value the linebacker position as a whole now. They still don't have a linebacker making a fifth of that right now.
No, and then think about this: you're getting a new middle linebacker next year because you're not re-signing Eric Kendricks, no matter how good he is.
Yep. So
they're never really going to invest into middle linebacker.
Either your middle linebacker might be on the team right now because I think they really do like
kid from Notre Dame.
Yeah, Lil Fowl.
Yeah,
I think they really do like him. I think he could play middle backer for you, but yeah, you're right. I don't think they'll spend any kind of money. They might invest another draft pick, third round, second round, or they gonna let Lil Fowl get the gig. And then if he is gonna develop to what they think he could be, he might be on the way out the door in the next couple of years too when it's time to pay him. Just like I don't believe that Deron Bland is going to be here long term. Do you want to touch on that for 2 seconds? Because I just want to know.
Do I think Deron Bland is going to be here long term? No, because I also think that even when Jerry Jones, listen to me, I believe that Jerry Jones, when he found out Deron Bland got hurt to a degree, he was like, shit. But then to a degree, he was like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I know my grandpa. You can't get mad at me. Like you're not gonna convince me that Jerry Jones did not see the silver lining in Deron Bland being injured for 8 weeks. You're not gonna make me believe that he did not see the silver lining in it, because I saw the silver lining in it.
So
and I ain't even like that.
So hey, listen, you saw the Pat Surtain contract just like I saw the Pat Surtain contract, right?
When he got hurt, the first thing I said was, remember I told you, because I was like, well, we'll probably have a better chance of keeping him now.
Better chance. But hey, y'all did see, like us for free, y'all did see the contract Pat signed, right?
No.
Pat Surtain signed a record-breaking
You seen the one Jalen Ramsey just signed?
I ain't got the numbers for that.
Bro, Jalen Ramsey's 30-something.
Jalen Ramsey just topped him. He the highest paid DB ever.
Jalen Ramsey's the highest paid corner in football right now.
Yes, he is.
Bruh.
Yes. It don't even make no sense.
Thing.
You ain't even got Sauce Gardner ain't even got paid. And bro, they even crowned Sauce Gardner the best corner in football. They crowned him the best corner in football when he was in college.
Yep. And he came in and made an all-pro off the bat. That's how you knew they believed the hype.
with 2 interceptions. I think he had two interceptions. I know interceptions ain't everything, but damn, you get a dude that gets 6, and you're like, no, that's nothing.
So this is the
We
thing.
care
I,
about
tw- I
coverage more than interceptions.
I
Good though.
tweeted this the moment I saw the Pat Surtain contract. I
Pat got
said
paid today.
no, Pat got paid like a couple days ago. Point
Oh,
being,
okay. I'm tripping.
yeah,
Jalen Ramsey got paid
yeah,
today.
Jalen Ramsey got paid today. But point being, I said Bland's resume is almost identical to Pat Surtain's. I'm just saying, and I put my hands up because listen, outside of one Pro Bowl selection, they both are only one time all first team All Pros. That man made an All Rookie team, and then you got Deron Bland who had the interception title. Like if I'm Deron Bland's agent, I'm taking everything he done up to this point. I'm walking up to Jerry Jones or whoever else. I'm saying my guy worth just as much. He may not get Jalen Ramsey money, but damn, I could get Pat Surtain money. Because listen, you paid that man all that for one All Pro selection. My man just set an NFL record for most return touchdowns. My man got the second most interceptions in the league since he came in. I need you to go ahead and not only do I want you to Pat Surtain and APY, but I want you to give me a little bit more guarantee. Go ahead and just write it out for me. I'll sit here and wait.
Facts.
And that's why I don't think that Deron Bland is going to be here. Not because he's ain't a great player, but the kind of money he could possibly get on the open market, I do not believe Jerry Jones will pay.
Like Wes said, though, it might have helped him that he hurt. Because Jared gonna negotiate now. You know what I'm saying? It might have helped the fact that he could stay a Cowboy that he hurt. Because if he would have been just healthy Bland and came back out here and caught 10 interceptions this year, like I'm telling you right now, we wouldn't have been able to afford him.
And this now you
according
still
to Jerry.
might not be able to. You still might not be able to afford him. He's not going to miss that much time. Like the way it's set up, because we already done passed the 2-week mark, and we got to buy early on. He might only miss 5 games, so he still got 12 games to play and get a Pro Bowl selection. Still got 12 games to play to get an All Pro selection. Like he still theoretically could come back and set the marks he needs, because we know he's going to get interceptions.
True.
I mean, bro, they value corners out there, especially halfway decent ones. I saw a commercial today with Cheetah Bay Awuzie in Tennessee. I said, damn, my boy out there still getting paid. I heard that. So yeah, somebody's definitely gonna pay Deron Bland.
Cheetah went never bad. Cheetah went never bad.
No, he wasn't. That's my dude. I like Cheetah. That was my dude. Yeah. I said that in a positive way.
He just always.
Now
he was always in
position. But what I said was positive.
He was always in position. He just never made the play a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? He never got beat. It'll just be like he catch the ball over. Somebody catch the ball over him all the time. Like it'll be like the greatest contested catch ever. Like he always was in position though.
Yeah, we're Anthony Brown at these days.
out the league, and even Anthony Brown had a good career for where he was drafted. That man was a 6th-round pick. He was not supposed to be in a start.
He didn't play at all last year.
I think he was hurt. He possibly was hurt last year, if I'm not mistaken.
But did he retire officially or what?
I don't think he retired officially.
He just ain't got a job now.
Yeah. He just ain't got a job at this moment in time.
For a 6th-round pick out of Purdue who had 4 interceptions in his career and 3 of them came in the exact same game, that's pretty good, bro. My boy Anthony Brown had 4 career interceptions and 3 of them came in the same game.
For real?
Ain't no way.
That's terrible.
Bro, go look at it, bro. It's crazy. It's like he wasn't a guy that got his hands on the ball. He was stupid fast though.
He got 9.
He always had his back to the damn ball.
Mm-hmm.
He has 9. He actually played for the 49ers last year for 2 games.
He played in the game?
Yes. I don't know if it was special teams or what, but he got 2 games played in 2023 at the age of 30. Anthony Brown is old.
I think Anthony Brown is like, he'll probably be on somebody's practice squad or somebody's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'll keep it moving.
Had a hell of a career, a long career for what, a 5th-round pick?
Six.
6.
Oh, 6th round pick. That's even
Think
better.
about this. Think about this. The dude started, bro, as a rookie.
As a rookie. He
Like
was
as
out
a
there. He was
sixth
out there
round
going
rookie, he
Antonio Brown. He
started,
was out there going Antonio Brown when we went to Pittsburgh,
bro.
and we had that
He
crazy
was
comeback win.
he was guarding young DeAndre Hopkins. Hell, you mean?
Yeah,
Somebody
he was
said, are we worried about Carson? I ain't gonna lie.
Carson.
I ain't too much.
Oh, talk about seatbelt. I don't even know that man
Yeah.
by Carson no more.
I'm
Seatbelt.
calling
Yeah.
I'm calling him Killer Carson. He got a little killer in his eyes, man.
And he
I
showed up
mean,
on the injury report too, though. So that's something to be mindful of.
yeah.
Well,
I
yeah.
saw, but he was a full participant. So
Hey, but I'm
I
gonna tell you
wasn't
this
tripping.
right here. If the number one thing about Carson is that because it's everybody's first day at some point. Cowboys just gotta have processes. Basically, meaning we need to have plan. Let's talk about plan Bs real quick. We need to have a plan B if Tyler Guyton can't. If they want to sit Myles Garrett over him and it don't work, Cowboys, what do? We can't just let your rookie tackle get his ass whooped in his first game. Get him some help. Admit that it ain't working today and get him some help. That needs to be your plan B. You know what I mean? Like on some of these things because we are asking for some big ask at some of the at some of these positions. We are asking. So it's like if it don't work out, Cowboys have a plan B. That's the only thing I'm asking for. Have a plan B. If it's noticeable, bro, that man, he's getting picked on and
He
it's
was he
not
yeah.
working, have a process. That's all I'm saying. Have a process. Have another guy ready. Don't just be like, oh, we just gonna let him baptize by fire. No, that position should be open. That cornerback position should be open for anybody. Carson shouldn't just be the
It
we're
should
just gonna
be
let him stay and
it
make
should be
mistakes.
Izzy
No,
the next man up. If
it
something
shouldn't
happened
be
with
like that.
Carson, it should be
It
Izzy the
shouldn't be like
next
now.
man up. It
It
should be
should.
Izzy right now if we being real, friend of the show.
Izzy don't play on the outside in the NFL. At least
Bruh.
they ain't been comfortable with him playing on the outside in the NFL. They don't put him out there. Listen, do we trust the coaches or not? Because there's a reason they don't put the man out there. I'm just saying.
It could be
I would listen to me.
bias and prejudice.
I would
It
still
could be.
rather take Izzy outside, a corner who's played in the NFL, over a guy who's never played in the NFL. I would still feel more comfortable week one, like
And
Jerry
then let
Judy.
me ask you this, Hen. Do you think Izzy can play outside?
Shit, I don't
I'm
know.
talking about you and your personal opinion.
I don't know because I ain't seen it. I can't ask you what the hell he can do if I ain't seen it.
I mean,
I
you
ain't
can
seen.
project.
I ain't seen none of these.
You can
I ain't seen.
project.
Listen, I ain't seen none of these Negroes play. I don't know if Carson can play on the outside.
Heck no.
I'm just praying about
Do
it.
you
Dog.
think he can play on the outside?
Listen,
I ain't hear you. I
don't
kind
know.
of broke up. What?
I said I don't know. I haven't seen him do it in the NFL. He did it in college. That's all I can say.
Oh,
He
you
did it in
running.
college.
You running. Okay, you running.
I
All right.
I said I don't know.
Yeah, landlord.
Y'all niggas ain't finna make
The
me
old hey,
say some
landlord, the
shit
old
that I don't
goalpost mover.
agree.
He
I
ain't
don't
gonna.
know.
Listen, you gotta, hey, landlord, you gotta hide the hook better. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you put a
Yeah,
hook in a fish
yeah.
and you kind of leave it out and they be
He
looking at
said
the
he
fish
running.
like, bro, I can tell there's a hook in there.
I'm
I can
just
tell.
saying
You're not gonna get
we project draft picks all the time and say what they could do in the NFL. It's similar, but I get what you're saying though.
I'm not finna do it because I seen him be a good. Listen, I seen him be a good corner at the slot position. So I don't want to say what he can do. I know guys that are great slot corners that can't cover a 2-year-old on the outside.
Yeah, but
That's shit
my
like
thing is
that for
this.
real.
My thing is this though. My thing is this though. At the end of the day, like I'm about to get up. All right, after I do say this too, but at the end of the
Me
day,
too.
all of it's gonna come down to a degree of faith. And I think what landlord is saying is like sometimes in the NFL, in grown folk world, you go with the grown person. Like I would have still went with Izzy and let Izzy lose the job because basically it's the same
Exactly.
thing. It's Carson's job to lose. So why not do it with a guy who's actually been out there before? Like
Yeah.
listen to me, you're asking Carson to play great in his first game against good receivers. Like there's not going to be a time where Carson's not going to have an above average route runner in front of him. That's all I'm saying. And I just feel if I'm going to do that and I'm going to put that expectation, I don't want to do that to a rookie in his first game
Well,
ever.
yeah, but this is the thing. You know that Izzy your dime too though. So when you go 4 corners, he's going to play the other slot. Carson can't do that. So Carson has to play on the outside. Carson can't play in the slot.
Because I was about to say,
you can't start somebody two places. So if he's gonna be your starting dime when he rotate in on the other
start
side,
a backup.
it can't be.
Start a backup. Somebody else play it.
Yeah.
You don't have one. They're gonna have at least
I was
6
about
corners
to
on the
say, to
team.
my understanding,
I said who was gonna
to
play?
my understanding, ain't it harder to play in the slot? Where's you the cornerback on the show? Ain't it harder to play in the slot?
I'll put it to like it definitely takes more athleticism to play inside than it does outside. Because the route tree, you can run every route from the inside.
You know what I'm saying?
You can run every route from inside.
You got two-way goals you got to deal with.
Yeah, so Carson. Yeah. So do you trust Carson to play in the slot then? If he ain't been doing it, if he gonna be the other dime?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying more that I might trust Izzy to play on the outside because you got the sideline for you. That's your homeboy. The sideline is your best friend.
Then are you gonna trust Carson to? That's the other.
No, I'm not trusting Carson. We're basically saying we wouldn't trust him at all.
Are you going to come full circles? Well, guys, who else is going to play? Who else is going to play? Y'all don't trust them, nigga. We gonna go 4 deep and we gonna hold on.
So okay, I get what you're saying. That might be the problem.
Hold on, because that's what
that
I'm saying. That
might be the problem.
That's what I'm saying. If Carson can't play slot at all. And we do have to go dime if they go 4 wide receivers, because they do got 4 wide receivers they can go to. Is he the only other nigga that can play the other slot? He's the only other nigga that can play the other slot. Carson would still have to be on the outside in dime sets. That's why I think you can't.
For the majority of, listen to me. I would rather deal with that problem because that problem is only going to happen maybe 4 or 5 times in a game. Only 4 or 5 times.
We did start the conversation saying that Izzy couldn't go outside.
Out here, man.
But I think it's really the opposite. Like you said, you kind of broke the code. It's really more that Carson probably can't go inside compared to Izzy going outside. Because I feel like Izzy can play outside corner.
I really can, but I don't know. Yeah. My thing is, I'm gonna trust the nigga to see him every day. I'm not there in the camp with these dudes every day for what they see. So listen, we talk about we love Zim and all the things that Zim do. You're gonna have to trust his judgment then. If y'all love Al Harris,
I trust him
then trust him. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because listen, I'm not saying that Izzy bad. I like Izzy. Nigga been on the show. He a good dude. Yeah. He play good football. I thought he got blacklisted last year, not getting an opportunity to play more than he did. I'm not saying that he a scrub or anything like that. I'm just saying I'm going to trust the process of what they did, and I can understand, the thought process of putting Carson out there. Because listen, if he's already a backup, he's already and another thing about Izzy, he's already J. Lou backup.
Yeah.
So what happened? So who the other slot? We got
you right, bro. I told you. I just felt like it was the other way around. When you said Izzy couldn't play slot, I'm like, nah. I mean, outside, I'm like, nah, I disagree. It's really more that Carson probably can't play in the inside. That's probably what the problem is.
Y'all asked me if he could play outside. I said I didn't know. I never once in my life did I say the man could not play outside. That's what's wrong with black folks. Y'all be talking to talk and not listen to niggas. I ain't never once said that man couldn't play outside.
Get out the feelings, man. You're wrong, man. Get up out of here. I'm gonna beat your ass in college football too, nigga. I'm gonna get up out of here.
Send the link. Send the link.
I have to put them hands on him and ass.
Send the link. Send the damn link, man. This man been running.
You can only talk like this when it's your real friends. See, I'm about to go across his head. He already an Arkansas nigga. I don't mess with them niggas like that, man. So, hey, man, I'm finna get up out. I'm finna get up out of here. Y'all make sure y'all tap in for the win. LandLord from Alabama with the same handle on our social media. Don't pay attention to this hater upstairs right here, like that dude right there. Don't pay attention to him, man. He's no good. You understand? This is the first time I said something bad about him ever. So he's no good. So,
that is a lie.
Just put that out there. Let me put that on record. He's no good. Okay.
That is a lie.
Just put that on record.
This man says horrible things about me all the time. He just don't think.
Never.
All the time. But yeah, man, don't listen to the devil. That's why he's underneath us. We got to rebuke him. We got to rebuke him, and we got to stay prayerful. That's the only way you can stop LandLord.
That's terrible.
He said,
but man, where it's supposed to be saying, man?
Man, never look down because the star is up. Peace.
Peace.